Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot. I'm Angie, and on this channel, I teach you many lessons on how to read your birth chart, also how to use that birth chart so that you can navigate the transiting energies to your best and highest good, and timing of things, when to best do things. So what we've been doing here, you are the last of the four fixed signs. So the first day I did the air and fire axis, which was the Aquarius Leo axis. And today I was doing the water and earth axis. So that would be the water of Scorpio and the earth of Taurus. Okay, so the last time you had this position here, it was all about, actually it was this way. So it was Taurus and North Node and Scorpio and South Node. July 17th last year, we changed from this axis to the Aries and Libra axis. Okay, so before that, that 7 months before that, plus a good portion of 2022 was in this axis on this life lesson in the nodes. And how you're supposed to come into the middle ground there so we could avoid a tower was Taurus was supposed to take some risk, and Scorpio has no problem reinventing themselves. Take, what risk? Hold my beer. I'm going to, do this. So they had to avoid a tower by making sure that the risks weren't too foolish and that they had some grounding. They were calculated risks. Okay, so if you experienced any kind of the most of 2022 and then all the way to July of 23, if you had any kind of towers that were relating to where you might not have taken a chance at something. So for example, people that were in careers that were just a job, they were doing it just to, it's my job, I'm doing it to pay the bills. There was no passion in it, no mystery, no depth. And they were doing it just to do it. Poor Taurus has got the tower. Okay. And then, like I already said, with the Scorpios, if they did not put calculation into that risk and they just leaped without looking, then they might have experienced some towers. Okay. So since that shift, I'm curious as to if you've enjoyed these last 7-8 months here with that shift out of the nodes, because while that's in your sign, that's pretty heavy. So you've probably felt like, right, and kind of getting things back on the upswing. Now, on the first axis read I did, you had a lot of cards that came up in that. However, Scorpio did not. And it was a new day, so I double checked all the degrees of from one day to the next when I was about to do this reading. And I'm thinking, where's Taurus going to fit here? It is just past 1 in the morning because I'm still learning how to get everything uploaded on YouTube. It's taken me a while. I'm sure I'm not doing things the easiest way. That's just not my way. Everything's got to be the hard way. But what I did notice, there was a big change, and I felt that this morning. I was like, what is different about Thursday? What is different about Friday than Thursday? And it was because Uranus, the planet of surprise, instead of moving retrograde, finally stationed direct in Taurus. Okay. On Thursday, it was at 1905 degrees, so 19 degrees and 5 minutes. Friday, it was still at 19 degrees 5 minutes, but stationing direct. Okay, no more backwards. So that went from everything being so introspective, and what's new about ourselves, what's surprising to me about myself, right? um, is now not so much internally focused. And I know Taurus was loving that because whoa, feelings. Oof, fixed Taurus sign. Yes, you are the most stubborn earth sign, but God love you. You're the most grounded. So I thought that was really interesting. Now, 19 degrees, 5 minutes, numerology wise, that's a 6. So that would move from day to day, still be a 66. And I was like, the Thursday read, please go back and look at that because the opportunity was your major arcana card, the Hierophant. But then I was like, that big feeling of, okay, now Uranus is going direct, the planet of surprises. It's not going to be any more surprises about us inside. It'll be external. Okay. And that's a little more your wheelhouse. Now, on another thing was at 2:18. Let's see, that's going to be AM this morning. Yeah. So in about an hour and 10 minutes, the sun in Aquarius will be squaring Jupiter in your sign. So what you want to do is look in your birth chart. If I've made one for you, I've made quite a few for Tauruses. You're going to look for the green areas to signify Earth, and then you're going to find Capricorn, Taurus, and you are going to find where your 19 degrees Taurus is. For this particular person, okay, and we write down here in his third house. So stabilizing and grounded, that is in his house of communication, daily rituals, what to do day to day, doing the things, checking the boxes. That is where you could be having a surprise. So wherever 19 degrees Taurus is on your chart, then that's going to be in there with your sun then too, right? So that's even more amplified. And then on top of that, if the degrees, your birthday degrees for your sun happen to be around that 19 degrees, bet big. Go buy a lottery ticket, please, because that's some crazy lucky energy. Okay. So what Uranus in Taurus, the lesson for all humans when Uranus is in Taurus, is to let go of security and embrace more risk, just like that axis did. And then I'm reading, make sure I get my notes right. And the risk this time, though, is in pursuing pleasure. Okay, because we've got the sun in Leo. It's all about fun. It's about like having a good time, hanging out with friends, being childlike, right? So any way that you can kind of break up your energy to do that is going to be bringing even more better energy towards you. And then about 17 minutes later or so, that is when we'll see that station actually stop and actually be direct. 2:35 a.m. And that is Eastern time. Okay. So I love my little Channy book. They did not pay me to say that, but I'm open. I love this planner. So the sun squaring Jupiter here, and Jupiter is also in Taurus. Okay, so the sun squares Jupiter at 2:18 a.m. If you are on a lucky streak, pause before gambling your hold hand. Courage should be taken with a grain of caution, but once we go direct, that 17 minutes later, if you've been waiting to make big changes, then you get the green light. So if you happen to be out, maybe you're in Vegas, who knows, and it's super early there, okay? Wait until that station's direct, okay? And that 2:35 Eastern time, do the timing on that if you are gambling. Wait until that moment and then bet. And then I'd love to hear what happens because it's like 17 minutes can really change that. Yeah, it can. Okay. Uranus is a generational planet. It's slow moving. So there's generations of people that have that in their birth chart. Okay. Let's see, happiness, and so risk, it's like let go of security and embrace freedom and risk in pursuing pleasure to bring happiness and awaken those deeper experiences. So again, whoa, feelings. Okay. But guess what, Taurus? Just because you're not the one at the party, bragging about your personal um Olympics, we'll say, doesn't mean that that's not all about you. Taurus is very sensual. They just keep everything inside the room that it's being done. So ain't no shame in that game, honey. Ain't no shame in that game. So I do have all 4 6s on this board. So what you'll need to do is go back and look at, if you're coming to this video first, in the description box, you'll see a link where we put out the main spread for that Taurus Scorpio axis. Okay. And again, your last of the fixed signs that I'm doing. And I like looking at both ends of that because what you have, Scorpio lacks. Okay. And what Scorpio has, you lack. So you both help each other. Your strengths are their weaknesses, vice versa. Okay. So that's your sister sign. It's directly across the hallway on your birth chart. Okay. So for example, my Taurus is in my house, my career house. Okay. Right across the hallway is going to be your Scorpio energy, is my Scorpio energy. It's for everybody. Okay. Use those to help those areas of life. Use each of those energies to help you. When in doubt, reach for that sister sign. What would the sister sign do? Okay, then also coming up, let me see if we have anything else. The moon will be going in Virgo. You definitely like anytime the emotional moon, right, is in an earth sign, it just feels more copacetic to you. I did have a couple 11-11s. I had the 3 of Wands as the opportunity for, one of Ace of Wands as the near future energy. So I joked that whatever magic stick that you put into your vortex and you've wished for, it's coming. And not only that, it's a strong one because 4 Wands is my 11-11 card. I cannot speak anymore. So the 4 Wands is the 11-11 card. It's just this little piece coming in, and it's coming pretty quickly. We will feel another energy shift, probably the last big one for a while, when the new moon moves into Aquarius on February 9th. So if there's any kind of last minute things you want to put out there to the universe, get that going now so that it can start the ball rolling for February. And I know Tauruses have zero problem with that. You're probably already like, yeah. All right, Ange, I've already got the t-shirt, been there, done that. That's been done for a whole entire month. Probably knowing you. Okay. So, like I said, I was like, where is Taurus going to be in this? So definitely check the other fixed axis, that masculine energy axis. So Taurus and Scorpio is going to be on that feminine axis. Okay. Earth and water are both feminine aspects, as the swords and the wands are the masculine aspects. So this was an incredible spread, Taurus. I saw a lot more of Scorpio's energy in it, but because we don't have a Hierophant today like we did on Thursday on that axis, but we had a lot of repeating energies, and it was a whole separate shuffle starting from all the piles separate. So there was no very, very minimal chance of, you can look at the odds of that getting the same kind of cards. So in the underlying, in the environmental energy, Lover's card straight out the gate. Okay. After that, what is the situation that's going to be in your environment? Wheel of Fortune. That is when the fate of hands turn, and it's either going to go in our way or it's not going to go in our way, depending if, again, just like you learned with the north and south nodes, when you were in the north node, I have to get a little more passion, take some more risks. It's okay that they're calculated, just not safe. That was kind of like the dirty word of that north and south node lesson. Don't play it safe. Okay. Center of the environmental energy, King of Cups. And in this energy, that was the opportunity of the sun coming. We had 5 out of 9 major arcana in the environmental energy, and what you may not see coming. Could be an empress coming your way or an emperor. We had a first card out as an empress in the pre-shuffle. And when the emperor comes out on the table, he's not as crotchety as he normally is. If he's out on the table by himself, without the empress, he's just going to be all male winter and just, look at that. Does he look like somebody you want to talk to at a party? Not really. But in this instance, he is upright A. On the Thursday read, he was in reverse, which is an even worse emperor without his empress. And not only that, you might be getting in that emperor energy or empress energy. The emperor drives the chariot. This is soulmates coming together. Okay, this is the emperor that drives the chariot. This is yang and yang and yin energy, and he doesn't have any reins there because he's balanced. He knows where he's going now. He just gets them to do that with his mind. Okay, telecommunications. So where are you going is what I want to know. Now what we're going to do, I've already done Scorpio's kind of scandalous separate poll add-on as well. So I'm real curious. I'm like, this whole read was very concise. There wasn't really a lot of questions. So I was just riffing with the Scorpio energy and kind of dug up some more fun. So I thought that's what we do with you today too, because that Thursday read, the opportunity was the Hierophant, and that's some kind of a commitment. Maybe you're becoming some kind of a guru. So the Pope is on that card traditionally, and that could let us know that we're learning something new, especially if it's about spirituality, cultures, religions, anything, learning how to tune into your higher self. Could be any of those things. And then in the outcome was the Queen of Cups. And then on the environmental energy on Thursday, the King of Cups was in the environmental energy. So we had a divine pair on the board. So not only do we don't have a pair of cups, swords, wands, or pentacles, but you got that Emperor and Empress. Okay. Also 2 of Cups energy here after the 6 of Cups. And those are big time soulmate cards for me, as well as this 2 of Pentacles as the opportunity, maybe what you don't see coming. You're going to have to pick a ship. Okay. So if you are deciding between 2, or you're like, nope, I'm steady Eddie, stable Mabel, there might be, again, surprise in your sign, in your energy. Okay. And it could have to do with money, because not only is Uranus there for surprises, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is also in Taurus. So that you would look for 6 degrees, 47, around 7 degrees, 8 degrees. You'll still feel that energy. Look where that degree of Taurus is in your chart, and that will tell you where you could be expanding your life here in a big way, especially once 2-9 hits with that new moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so let's just kind of see what's going on here. Let's look at what's Taurus's energy here. Where is Taurus in all this? We've got 1, 2 sets of pentacles, so there's some earth there. But really, other than that, I mean, 10 of pentacles, if you're going to get the pentacles, that's the one you want to get. That's happy family. That is retirement. That is, we are very comfortable. If you're not retirement age, you might just be very financially stable and feeling that at that moment. And that's when, you know, new love can come along. This Six of Cups does denote that there's a possibility of a past life soulmate, especially with the Two of Cups next to it and the Temperance energy. Okay. If you know, I'm not sure what your beliefs are on that, but this Six of Cups is could be somebody from childhood, perhaps someone that you even dated before, and now they're coming and there's a reunion kind of energy with the Six of Cups. And then the Two of Cups says, I want what you want. What do you guys want? Book ending this Ten of Pentacles. I want this stability. I want a happy home, happy life, happy wife. When the wife is happy, they make the hubbies happy. If you're wife and wife, hubby and hubby. I did have quite quite a few cards that were showing the energies of same-sex connections, and I think I did one today too, but that was earlier today, and I don't remember. Bottom of the deck, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So, I mean, look at the screen and all the screen of here of the pentacles. Pentacles are anything that is tangible. Okay, so money, time, resources, talents, anything that you can exchange for currency. Okay, so let's see, what flipped over in here? Acceptance. Okay, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. That came out in the Thursday read. Anything else? I'll keep in mind that health there for you. Also have Venus in Capricorn, how you love and like to be loved. So for Taurus to feel comfortable, they may like routine, which is maybe not so fun in dating, but I'm sure it helps the household. But that's just me because I don't have a lot of earth energy. I'm all emotions, baby. Okay. So look how this is beautiful. So this beautiful purple to light energy, and I'm not sure which way you're seeing it here. The dark purple came up first. So when I'm teaching meditation and we're going through all the chakras, I have my students imagine this color first, right up there in that third eye. And then I ask them to see if they can pull back behind the bridge of their nose and keep turning that purple lighter and lighter until it gets to a violet flame. So this is looking pretty spiritual to me here. And then that 2-9, bring love into the situation. A new start is coming. Again, you're wanting to use some of that opposite axis of the Scorpio here. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. After all, it is a full moon in Leo. That house is all about creativity, romance, and pleasure. So this is a call for Taurians here, it feels to me. And you got your Ace of Pentacles. So 1, 2, 3 Pentacles, 4 Pentacles on the whole board. Okay, not too shabby. There's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20 out of 24 cards. Okay. Pardon me. So your energy is there. I'm a little surprised by that. A little bit. Now I'm being drawn to this South Node card. We do have the North Node. That's probably why I'm talking about it. Look at that blending of energies. However, this is the South Node. North Node looks like the upside down horseshoe. It looks like the N. That's where you're being encouraged to step out of your comfort zone. And look at that. Stepping out of your comfort zone might be out of your comfort zone. We want you to do this. Look at that beautiful blending of energies. And then look, you see at this. Okay, all that earth, that green energy. These are two different decks by different artists. Okay, and I've had no other fixed sign reading that I noticed this with here. So that's where I'm going. Okay, so I'm going to ask, how can you step out of your comfort zone and move into this acceptance energy? Yeah, Taurus likes everything to be just so usually. They are the fixed sign of the earth signs. So in your north node, it depends where your north node of destiny is in your chart. It's going to look like this N with the two circles at the bottom of it. That is what you're supposed to, your soul's supposed to journey to and learn those lessons this lifetime. The South Node says, don't let your past hold you back. Your South Node is what you came into this lifetime with, the gifts and the knowledge of your last lifetime knowing. Okay. So your soul wants you to learn the opposite energy. Okay. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what it's about. Okay, here's forgiveness on the bottom here, but that green energy, I'm going to go back to that card since it was on the cut. And look, that's why. Look at all, these are 3 different decks. It's the only sign that came out just like this with all the colors. Okay, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And then look in there, even how in that opposite of that purple energy, the green is incorporated. So exactly what I just said. We got to come here in the middle of these 2 energies. Don't let the past hold you back. How can we be a little bit more like Scorpio to even us out? Scorpio is very mysterious. They're a bit intense, but you can be intense too, just in different ways. Okay. So let's see what this is talking about here. So in the energy for this Leo new moon was 6 of Swords, and that's the energy of moving on to calmer waters. So if things felt a bit tumultuous, this is you moving on to a better energy. And not only are you doing that, once you get there, you can rest. You can honor your physical vessel that enshrines your soul, because 4 of Swords is about coming through some kind of heart hurting, heart ouchy. Doesn't have to be love, it can be just anything that perhaps came to a sudden end or came to an end that you really enjoyed. You're recovering from that. And then once the idea on this card is, once you are done resting and recovering, you reach down underneath you and grab that Ace of Swords of truth, and you're off and ready to go. And then what Spirit wanted us to know, okay, the whole reading is about strength. That was no surprise. Again, yeah, okay, gotcha, Spirit. The blending of energies. Look at that lemon skate up the top, right? That's the center of the whole read. Okay, you're in here. I see you. I see you. And then not only that, my number 8 card is my what does Spirit want us to know? Okay, so what they'd like you to know is it might be time to grab that sword of truth soon. Because like I said, time is of the essence. We got a couple weeks left to kind of tweak some details. We'll feel kind of like a pop in the energy. That's the only way I can explain it. I can just feel it. It's hard to explain that feeling. Like this morning, I was like, what is so different? I was dancing around the house. I get a song every day, most days, more often than not. And it was silly love songs. Paul McCartney Wings. What? Okay, so be silly, right? This is what it's saying to us. Be silly when this Leo energy, very creative energy, childlike energy. Okay. This energy is on offer, but you can't dilly dally. You can't be juggling too much. You got to pick a side. Okay. You got to pick a ship, or else that Wheel of Fortune card may not take you in that favor. Okay. Bottom of the deck here. Tower. There it is. I did not have a tower in this reading in Scorpios. I had this on Thursday in the outcome energy. So I told you, you had a lot of pre-shuffle cards that were in that reading. You might need to go back and look at that reading. Okay. So randomly at the bottom of the deck, and look at that purple. Okay, tower energy. That is like the universe's universal Drano, that if you're not learning the lesson, like could have been like shoved out of anything that was too stable and too eh, that just meant it wasn't for you. You're meant to be more creative. You need to pull into that sexy Scorpio side. Interesting. This is again another whole deck. There are a mother and child in the boat here with a spirit guide taking them to the calmer shore in the Four of Swords. This is a masculine figure that is resting up in the stained glass, is also a mother and child. In the Six of Cups, these are children, someone from your past coming into your present to affect your future. It's like you're an expert at this. So you have learned the lesson of discernment if you're divine feminine, or else we wouldn't have seen that Empress card fly out so quickly at the very beginning. If you're divine masculine, you're just a little bit behind, but you are not far behind that divine feminine, okay? I mean, maybe Taurus is meeting their person if you're not already so encumbered. Let's see. Okay. What is this tower? Let me look at the bottom here. Death. That also came out in the other read. So that's card of Scorpio. So there's Scorpio's card right there. You cannot become the butterfly without first spending the time in the chrysalis that it takes. There's the Hermit energy and the Ace of Pentacles again. So double Ace of Pentacles. You're the only one that got that. Okay. Three of Cups was in the read on Thursday. I'm like, you're a hybrid of both these days, because now I do see you in here. And it's all this call to, that looks like the game croquet. Is that what it's called? Yeah, croquet. It's wanting you to have some fun, hang out with some friends, have a drink, have a bevy. And there you are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always do 6. Hierophant. This was in the opportunity on the Thursday card. So there you are. So the Hierophant again is you could becoming a guru, be becoming a guru. You could have a friend that is a guru that's like, oh, sure, no problem. Just come over. We'll hang out and I'll show you how to do this meditation thing. Yeah, but we'll make it fun. And then the Hermit card with the Ace of Pentacles, this self-examination, this deep reflective time, if you've taken the time to do that, the star here is in the lantern. And I was noticing today, I'm like, wow, for Aquarius and Pluto and that new moon in Aquarius coming up, the star didn't come out in any of the decks today. This is the closest it's gotten because Hermit didn't come out either. The star is inside the lantern. Once you've done the self-reflection, the star of hope will lead you to your dreams and wishes, and your wishes coming true. And in this case, if they're creative and they are true to self, they bring you money, time, resources. That's mighty fine there. But you have not escaped the the Pluto energy changing on January 20th. going from earth into air. Maybe you felt that jolt. I felt it about a week before that. Like I said, I don't have much earth in my, and there's a green doorway, and it's like the leaves of this. This is having to do with this new doorway. Okay, because the house that's burning down is the south node color for that door. So maybe you're moving to somewhere more exciting, place that has a nice workout facility, maybe a nice running trail. But the tower has to happen because it was built on something was built on a faulty foundation anyway. And then the idea behind the tower is that you build back stronger. But something does have to change so that you can fly and be the butterfly. Oh, there, dear Taurus. So let's ask a couple questions here. I'm going to focus on this north and south node. This read was just so straightforward. I think that probably you had something to do with that, your energy. Well, so in this Soulful Revolution deck, okay, Soulful Revolution and the Four of Swords on the bottom, which is the situation. Oh, you're not here, Taurus? Oh, well, you're all over the place, apparently. The Soulful Revolution deck has 79 cards instead of the normal 78 because there's an extra card in here. And look at that color. Third eye. I knew it. Okay, so raising consciousness. And what did I say? There's some kind of something that's like a little heart ouchie, those Three of Swords, but Spirit wants you to grab your sword of truth and face it because whatever you wished for is already on its way. You just got to be in the vibrational frequency of what it is that you wished for. Okay. So if you're like, I need to make more money, but then you're worrying, the money is in your vortex. It's just up like 10 shelves too high. You got to raise your frequency so that you can reach what you put in there. Does that make sense? So raising consciousness, and usually that happens to us. Dark night of the soul, you know what that is. This is like, three swords to the heart. This was something not fun, but it is to wake us up. It is to learn lessons with other humans this lifetime. That's why we're here in the school of Earth. And it's just funny that I got drawn to that because I haven't done that for any of the other signs because I was like, what? Where's Taurus in here? Here you are. Heartache can definitely instigate a soul awakening. Okay, so learning to accept the things I cannot change then will be tying to this. Okay, so now you got to step out of your comfort zone. Don't let the past hold you back. It was underneath this one. Don't let the past hold you back. Raising consciousness. Once you learn to accept that change, and I know that's probably a dirty word, but worrying about it is also low vibrational. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. This happened for a reason. Okay. I didn't talk about the violet flame or the sixth chakra at all with anybody else. That's so funny. So your green is your heart chakra, Three of Hearts. Excuse me, Three of Swords. And then raising consciousness that doesn't even exist in any other deck. All right, crossed by the Four of Swords. So now we're seeing the synchronicities here. And you are laying on a purple bed and you could be meditating here. Okay, but Spirit wants you to make haste. Let's pick up the pace a little bit, Taurus. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. All right, what else? What's going on with this Three of Swords here? What in the past might be holding you back? What in the past might be holding you back? So I'd intended to do all four signs Okay. I had intended to do all 4 signs on the same main spread, but because the astrology did shift a little bit, we had that shift into Uranus. This is why we're on a whole new main board today. So the moon, Cancer energy, can be Piscean. 8 of Pentacles, again, becoming an expert at something. So now you have double 4s, double 8s. Okay. Lemonscape. Balance. Okay. For as steadfast and dependable as we are, like, bring in the fun. Like, where's the fun? Where's the childlike energy? Where's the imagination? Bring some of that sensuality out behind closed doors and into your everyday life, right? Bringing in fresh cut flowers that smell so good. Maybe buying a new cologne or a new perfume. But there's definitely something in here kind of hunkering down and hanging out in your mood. Okay. Meaning that feelings, maybe nobody even knew about this heartache. Feels a little secretive because you've worked really, really hard to show this down. But guess what? Full moons shed light on what was done in the dark. So I don't think, and that was like Leo's, I don't think something's going to be a secret for much longer. If you are keeping a secret, Taurus, my advice to Leo will be the same to you. Make sure that you are the one to tell them, especially if you happen to be the one issuing that 3 of Swords, because you've been working very hard to ignore whatever these deep emotions are, what's hidden beneath the surface. Okay. It can also, I mean, Cancer and Pisces are very intuitive, as well as, the water signs. This tapping into those emotions and your fun, your creativity, okay, that Leo childlike energy, is going to bring this balance and is going to bring you a little gifty for doing that. You might even, oh, look, her eyes in the center is the only green in the whole card, that bright green. Wow, pretty colors together. This might be a little gifty for you that you just have no idea is coming yet because you're too busy with your head down. Stop and smell the roses every once in a while, Taurus, okay? Wow, strength card and strength card. So another double. Wow. So now we have you with the moon and the sun and the environmental energy. And then for the Thursday spread, the base energy, the outcome was Queen of Cups, increasing intuition by tapping into feelings. Okay, you're all over this still in this fixed energy. You just like to make me work for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So whatever the strength, so the strength can imply that's something we were afraid of, we had to have courage to stand up against, or in some way we had to tame a beast. This is the Empress taming the lion, okay? And again, another 8. So we have lots of 4s, lots of 8s, and then all 4 6s, just to keep you up to speed. Strength card in this instance, if this was a secret, okay, Page of Swords can be like an out of the mouths of babes situation where a kid like blows your cover for something, or maybe if you had a white lie and kids have a funny way of doing that and just calling your ass out. Could be. It feels like more of a secret, though. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's even a secret to you, to yourself, about you, or someone else coming your way. This can also be a little bit of a spying energy. I'm not getting stalkery, but there is a 3. It's a little stalkery. I don't like his eyes. And it's like he's standing on this green. He's standing on top of that mound. Like, kind of a nana boo-boo. So both their legs, they have a foot kicked up there. And so does the chick on the moon card. You need to kick up your heels when I say have some fun before we even open the deck. What is that all about? So strength in raising your consciousness. So again, if this came from a trauma, came from a heartache, you've had to have strength. You might have already found out this news. Okay, and it might have come to you innocently. Yeah. But again, if it's you, make sure you're the one that's delivering that. Okay. Stepping out of your comfort zone into your North Node, yes, into your whoa feelings. Have the strength to get into this, embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, raising consciousness, having the strength and will to do that. I think a lot of times Tauruses think if there's not a tangible result from it, then maybe that's not worthwhile. That could be ingrained patterns, societal patterns that, downtime is not worthy, that, taking a mental health day, you have to do that. You don't have to, I'm not feeling good today. That's a bunch of bull crap. People need a break from the world sometimes, and they need to have mental health days. Absolutely. Now, the Page of Swords can be a little bit acerbic as well because, they're young. Kids have mouths. Pages can be, up to 25 years old or so. But whatever this was, going through that process is elevating your higher consciousness, okay? Let's see what else here. I want to know what is the change? So we got strength twice. What did you have to be strong against? What did you have to be, if they're going to tell me? Let's see, maybe it's not, maybe it's around the corner. There's this big surprise because we did have that. Okay, so 9 of Cups upside down. I'm not taking a whole book. This is when there's a bunch of cards like that. But 9 of Cups is on the top, and there's those green cups. But look, this is like wish fulfillment, okay, in this card. Why aren't you smiling though, Taurus? Why aren't you smiling? Well, we just got done, and maybe that's why 5 of Swords underneath that, because maybe you won some kind of settlement, or you ended up getting what you wanted in theory or on paper, looks good on paper kind of thing, but really nobody wins. Okay, that's like the arguing just for the argument's sake, just to be right. Chariot. 6 of Swords. Okay. What did I say earlier? Nobody's gotten the star card of all the fixed signs. This is Aquarius' sign. This is Aquarian's card, the star. Did they get that? Maybe I was talking about a horseshoe. I think maybe that was a reading I had with a client. Go back and check the video. This is, yeah. I mean, this is healing. That implies the star implies the tower already happened. So we had that tower first, right? And then this energy. Okay. So in recovery mode, I mean, very similar cards, just in a little bit different order. You didn't get the 10 of Swords, thank goodness, but you got the 5 of Swords, and that can, again, just be someone that is trying to win for the sake of winning. I'll keep those cards, might as well, so we can have something to work with here. Spirit's like, all right, if you're not going to lay a whole entire spread, still all this green and purple. Where are you going, Taurus? Where are you going, Taurus? Where's Taurus going? Where's Taurus heading? Where's Taurus heading? And then I'll wrap you up. Okay, Taurus. Where's Taurus heading? So technically, since I'm doing this reading, it was 126 yesterday, 2024. So that's a 188. Today is the 20, it's now officially the 27th. So I'll look up 198 for you to see if we get any angel number messages. Right. Okay. Queen of Cups on the bottom, which was the outcome on the Thursday cards. There's the Four of Wands. They just came out a little bit differently. 3 and 1 is still 4. Okay. This is a hot mess express, but all right. 5 of Cups. That came out a couple times on Thursday, as well as for the Scorpio reading today. And that was for Scorpios, it was more so of like having outgrown something. And it was about, not that they, 5 of Cups is usually all about regret. Okay. You are belly aching over the 3 cups that are spilled. But when you finally lift up your head to look, you're like, oh, I'm not far from home at all. There's the bridge and there's my castle. And oh, look, there's still 2 full cups behind me. And the 2 of Cups are the 2 of Cups that are coming here in the outcome for this axis. Okay, so it's just telling the story in a little bit different way. We're all on different timelines. That's why. And again, this is like a mish. I'm glad I did this one this way because yours, I was like, what is this here? Yours is like a mishmash of both of these readings together, both of these boards. 6 of Wands double, you're doubling up on a lot of these cards. Temperance energy, Queen of Cups from Thursday. 9 of Wands was also on Thursday. This can either be a wounded warrior energy, and the 9 of Wands is saying, hang in there, you're almost there, you've come so far. In shadow, it can mean that we are continuing to do the same things, expecting a different result. And oh, look, the whole card is purple and green, health and imagination. So it's like you need some time off. You've just been hitting it way too hard. Maybe you're a little high strung. Under the 9 of Wands was the Knight of Swords. And here we had the King of Swords. The king deploys the knight. So Spirit wants you to know that this is on your way too. We do have a devil over here. We did not have a devil today on the main board, but we did for Leo on Thursday. I would definitely take a look at those readings, guys. Okay, just kind of peek. Yeah, same cards. 9 of Swords. This is 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords is like not being able to sleep at night, being stressed out. There's you carrying these 10 burdens, which was a block in the past from your victory, because 10 of Wands is like, again, you have like 5 or 6 more paces and you're getting all that wood home finally that you collected. But in reverse, this is not purposely not putting down a burden. This is not knowing when to put in, clock it in for the day and be done and go home. Or if you work from home, cut off the work separate from family life and from your love life. Okay. Or else, all work and no play makes Taurus a dull boy or girl. And spirits want you to party. Okay. But not too much. You don't want to be overindulging, especially with this health card here. but you can see how just those energies here, like all the colors are really pulling in that heart and that connection into intuition. Okay, kind of a messy little spread here, but a lot of the same cards. I'm going to go ahead and ask how Taurus in Pluto can best, what energy from the goddess oracle will best help you in moving forward? What will best help you with this sudden and 180 from Pluto moving from an earth sign that you're more comfy in to an air sign? What energy can Capricorn use? Shuffle. Okay. The table's just kind of a mess. So I'll do two more. Okay. On the splits here, some muted pinks here, more of the colors of this Three of Cups energy, which I did see for Scorpio as well. It was like pastels and pinks and reds. They were gorgeous. One more. All right. Bottom of the deck, white buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. She's a shaman. What did I just say? My heart is a compass. Okay. Step more into your heart. The path of love is true abundance. We're just talking about measuring currency. I think you need to use your imagination and see that the gift of time and love and fun is worth more than actual currency that you spend in a store. I mean, it's an old lesson, but it's a good one. And I mean, raising consciousness and the prophetess. Wow. Okay, that means our card's on the top. Isis. You're the only one that's gotten that goddess, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy, I shit you not, is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So apparently I didn't even need the cards. What I was just shooting the shit with you about is all over the cards. And this kind of looks like a figure 8 here. Look at that evening of that energy, smooth and textured. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Okay, I mean, Isis, the goddess of magic, that we did see the Queen of Wands come out, Aries energy, but in a negative way. That energy did not feel good. This is not the same thing. This is sexual energy that's used properly, okay, to create fun, for your health, to balance your life, okay? Need to have more fun, be more childlike, get into your loving, and there's another child, Page of Wands. Get into your loving energy, your fun energy, your sexual energy. You could be getting a little spiritual upgrade here, so it sounds like. And Hot Mess Express 2-2 to have all these messy cards, but you know what? Taurus does not like mess. So we're doing it and see everything's okay. I can still read your energy, Taurus. You can't hide from me. Look at the top of her little crown. It kind of looks like the Taurus symbol a little bit there, because Taurus has like the little wall on his head and just a circle. That's Taurian energy. I'm not taking all those. Come together. Fairies like to be busy. And a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. You don't have to do it all yourself. Creating some time so that you can do this fun stuff, take care of your health, take care of your sexual energy. It's precious. Okay, that was a whole bunch, and I just want the one. Take that one. Come together. Okay. Anything else? And green, and then the purple fairy wings. She is watering her garden of health. It's plant. What else is in that card? I did have butterflies in my scrying on Thursday. There's a bee. I was wondering when that was going to come out. Relationships came out for Scorpio. All right, what else here? What else, Spirit? So if that's the come together side, Scorpio is definitely like having a good time, coming together. Oh, but gosh, I have several Korean girlfriends, and they're super fun and hilarious. Some can be very serious. Again, all work and no play. You just got to make sure you play. Okay, Kay? All right. Hey, now you're being a little stubborn here, Taurus. Are you like that? I don't believe in fairies. Look at her wings. Well, you're getting them whether you want them or not. All of that third eye energy. Wow. I'm dying to know where your North Node is. If it's in like the house of Pisces, maybe even like any of those water houses, I would not be surprised at all, especially if you have a lot of water. Another green, music. So that is something that raises your vibration. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door for your soul. Wow. So I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, my imagination. I accept the thing. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Stop white knuckling things. Okay. If you are trying to control the outcome, that is one sure way to be disappointed and also not get your manifestation because you've introduced resistant energy into the mix. I just can't get over all this purple and green. What's bookending that? Oh, more green. I mean, this whole deck is super, super colorful. I mean, blues, pinks, they got everything in here. And you get another green one. Ask for help. Come together. Like we already told you. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say that now is the time for you to ask. You hate me now, don't you? For angelic assistance. Hey, I'm not the little knob who is na boo booing over here that you had to have strength for to maybe someone just grating on your last damn nerves. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So when I say 188 was Friday, I gotta go to 198. Wait, that's still 188. 198. 198 is generous life. Spread love, Taurus. So we're all there. Just spread love. Um, okay, helping others helps your own level of satisfaction in life. Okay, so it's saying come together. Okay. Your angels are directing you to spread love and generosity in your daily world. Spend time helping out a person in need, donate whatever you can to others, or participate in a worthy cause. Well, that's one surefire way to raise your vibration as well. Do something for someone else. It'll make you feel good. And those of you who are old enough to remember that shaming public health message for kids in between cartoons. You probably might like some of that while you're listening to music. That's what needs to help you chill the F out. This is like, this is a white knuckling Taurus, it feels like, to get all like everything saying the same message. Take care of you, balance your energy, heal, rest, go to calmer waters, get into your heart so that your consciousness can raise, use your imagination, be creative. I mean, that's the loudest of a message like that that's just very clearly. Well, and that's you though, Taurus, right? Very clear. All right. Don't tell the rest of them I forgot to do their numbers. I mean, you can keep a secret, right? All right, Taurus, bye for now. I'll see you next time.